something to really introspect, looking in the inside, because when you're in that selfie mode, you're actually looking at how good you're looking. And I was just imagining how we would take those large selfies. You remember, Sahil, one of the earliest ones was in one of those events where you were up on stage and you, being the tallest person, also offered to take that selfie with about 250 people in the background.
So the groupie, we call it.
Yeah,
with a group, you call a selfie a groupie.
Yes, groupie, yes, right. So when you took that groupie, again, I love these analogies. So I'll keep bringing these analogies and then you can dissect it the way you wish. But when you're taking a groupie, a perfect groupie is when everyone right down to the person in the last row is visible in detail. That's a perfect groupie. And the effort taken by everyone in that groupie also is pretty much the same. So whether the person is in the foreground or in the background, I think everyone wants to be seen and wants to be seen at their best. So if you look at behaviors in an organizational context, how do you see a correlation between people posing for a large groupie like this and wanting to be there, wanting to be visible, and wanting to be visible at their best? How do you correlate that in an organizational context?
So see, Harini, I think here the role of the leader is very important, right? And here the leader, to my mind, is the one who's actually holding the camera in his or her hand.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, if the leader wants to say the groupie is all about me, the leader will ensure that the groupie is focused on his or her face at such an angle and at such a position that the rest of the people appear like miniatures. But if the intent of the leader is to ensure that I am only as successful as my team, and as you put it, the groupie looks brilliant when everyone looks brilliant, right? And therefore, every single person needs to be clear. The focus needs to be well aligned. The spotlight needs to be on the right people. The people who are huddling together as one team and coming very close and standing close to each other. One person who is taller shouldn't hide the person who is shorter. And the shorter people shouldn't stand at the back. The taller people should be at the back. So all of this strategizing, if I may use it very colloquially, or the implementation of taking the groupie shouldn't just be very, unstructured or saying, okay, guys, come together, we need to take a picture. It needs to be as good as a business plan. Again, I'm exaggerating, but just to draw context, it needs to be as good as a business plan, well thought through, have the basics of execution in place, have enough lighting on everyone's face. People who are getting covered need to be requested to move or come ahead or move back. And then when you feel you've done a decent job, just ensure that you are not covering people as their leader, because a leader is only a figurehead, is only a spokesperson, is only a brand ambassador. But a leader is only as successful as his followers or as his team. And therefore, ensure that all the people who are there in the groupie get their fame, their claim to fame.
Absolutely. I think this is very, very well said, because it takes my mind back to one of those groupies in which we were there. And I used to always be amused with the scramble that people do to be visible. And I used to always wonder that where the heck are you going to be visible in such a large audience? But then as you spoke, it made so much sense to me. If I put it again in the context of business, of course, some people take a lot of time to adjust, ensure that everybody is visible, everybody is given their fair place, and then click a picture. Whereas some people just go ahead and click it. And the kind of feelings that the others have when they see the picture, that actually demonstrates whether it has been a perfect groupie or not. And that's so very true in the business context. So if the leader, and this is a beautiful, again, I just love how you extended my analogy. The leader is the one who has a camera in his hand. Yeah. And if he is able to position everybody appropriately, give everybody their due recognition, it's a perfect groupie. And if he's
and
not,
also just to add, Harini, see, it's very important because, we've all been on multiple town halls. We've heard of stories where, the junior most person in the team puts his hand up and says, I don't understand the vision. I don't know how I'm contributing to the success of the organization. I don't know if I do something or I don't do something, how will it impact the overall organization? But these are moments where, just drawing this analogy, taking the picture and making the group feed look good is one aspect. The second aspect is about when you post that group feed on any social media channel, how do you post it? What is the messaging? What is the communication? Is the communication about saying, I am here, or notice me? Or is the communication about saying, we have done it, or this team has come together and done it? Or is the communication about saying, oh, just a very small example. Take an example of a leader taking the picture as a group feed, and a photographer clicking a picture of the leader taking the group feed, which is the one that you're referring to where we went for that event.
Yes.
And then suddenly you put the entire focus in your narrative of your social media post on one of the 2 or 3 of the junior most team members there and give them that spotlight on LinkedIn or in any other forum. And suddenly you will realize that all the effort that they have put in, they will be married to you for life. They will give their life to that organization, to the individual, to the team, because they realize that they are not just a drop in the ocean. They do realize that they are making significant contributions and they're getting recognized in spite of being part of the crowd, but they're actually standing out of the crowd.